Hey FME, how you doing? And hello, Mr. Tart. Doing fine. How's everyone doing? I am so dozy. Because I took like 3 antihistamines yesterday. It was pretty crazy. And it's like, it hit me yesterday evening and I'm still recovering from it. It's pretty nuts. FME has school project he needs to do. Uh-oh. Because of the cats or something? Yeah, like I could barely breathe. It got really bad, so I took I'd taken 1 strong antihistamine before I left, and then I got there and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be bad, so I took, they only had weak ones there, so I had 2 of them, but apparently that's a bit too much, so it was like, I was still wheezing, and yet I also had the symptoms of the antihistamine overdose, so I was like, just like, Fletcher, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everybody. I'm just getting started over here. Trying to wake up from cat-induced antihistamine overdose. How's your stream, Fletcher? Also noticing that my Streamlabs notifications weren't working. What's up with that? It's not cool. What I need is for you guys to get refreshed. Started well, then took a nosedive when I tried to change the DB on the server. Oh, don't do that. Don't make changes. Alright, so that's done. I'm gonna do this, which doesn't do anything, and then I'm gonna do this. And then I'm going to try and re-notify the Fletcher raid. There you go. Although it's broken because of the stupid transparency. And this I could grab food and then try to fix it off stream. BRB while I grab it from the kitchen. Alright. Tankman says go ahead. At least I've learned how to fix these notification problems. Right, welcome everybody. Let's get cracking, I guess. Zoop. So we're going to do a little bit of bits and bobs in the beginning and then move on to the main menu here. Started looking at that late on Friday, but didn't really get it done, so that's weird. Okay, an error message, that's unusual. Expected a sound URL type user data receipt. No. Back's what we're up to today, and that antihistamine hangover is worth it for those cute as fudge cats. They were pretty cute. I'll admit to that. Next time I might not touch them, but they'd had this effectively cat fishing rod. So it's basically a long stick, and then it had like a fishing line with some feathers at the end, and you could just fish for cats, and they would go absolutely mental for it. They could play for hours probably. So today we're going to start looking at this bug, because I don't know what this is. Maybe it's got something to do with the main menu, like when we're loading, perhaps. So I don't know. I'll come up and hold them for you. I'm sure you're welcome to do that. I wonder if it happens again if I just start. Cool, always works first time. Yep, that does cause an error, and this doesn't seem to work very well. That's pretty creepy. It's just giving me everything, I guess? Is that what it did? Oh, because it's a nil save slot and then it goes nuts. Because I press it twice. Yeah, okay. So it's just, I think it's something not to worry too much about. But we might worry about it. Worrying is good and healthy. If you sleep okay, then that means you're not worrying enough. So you should worry about worrying. Right, what we're looking for here, start menu, something like that. Start menu GUI script, yeah. So we have like an override here that just launches us into the game instead of what it's doing now. We have to load something. We don't want to load, we just want to get started. So we should now jump to the Dark Swamp, hopefully, without having to load, and music should work fine. Oh, why is it going here? Is that because... No, I'm confused now. Why is it going there? Huh. Okay, let's not concern ourselves with that too much. So we've got some new graphics for the floater. Very beautiful and pure enemy. Alright, so we've got this beautiful death animation, we're going to apply it. How was your weekend? Hey Krub, weekend was good. I'm a bit antihistamine hungover because I took way too many pills to deal with cats yesterday, but otherwise good. How was yours? iTunes is legit so shit, I hate it. What's happening? Has it always been like that or is it worse? What did Cat do now? There's multiple cats, that's the problem. Like, I literally paid through PayPal, have a receipt, it gave me the effing download. Huh. That looks good. Paid twice. Oh no. Go to capital. I know there's some floaters kicking about up here. I'm sure somewhere. There we go. That's one. Hello there, little fella. How you doing? Nice. That looks great. Man, that acid lasts for a long time. There you go. Somehow something at my work dumped 2,000 emails at me within a 1-minute span. Nice. I'm a grumpy boy. Oh. Here, I heard about this good song on iTunes, you could buy it, it'll make you feel better. Oh no. Fuck, it's... Oh wait, I could stealth my way. That's good. Bring it on, demon pupper. This is actually kind of fun. Let's just actually do some development because I'm just being mindless here. Right, so we've added that. That's great. I got a couple of maps to add. And some nice chill Zelda music in the background, that's cool. Oh yeah, that looks good. So this is the one in the Rusts, I think? Or is it? No. This looks like the mountain one then. This must be the Rusts. Yeah. Right, we've got a rusty large forest. Oh. Thought without the underscore looked a bit weird. Is there just nothing there? Oh no, it's just a weird bit of floor. So this is, it is a door, but it's named wrong. So it should be east here. Okay, so we've got that. We need to clean up this. Okay. I've been confused, or right? So that doesn't have a path to it. That's why that's okay. So like, I think it should be quite clear if we do this. That shows where you can walk. Okay. So you start from there and you go to here. Maybe this one doesn't need a reward here. I don't know. Just surprise them with more enemies, I guess. Right, so then the only thing left is renaming it, getting the locations, and changing the tile sets. What are you working on? Adding caves. Been missing some cave maps. I'm psyched about it because the cave track is actually pretty good. Well, say that as if that's a surprise, right? It's not a surprise. Oh, I'll show you the work in progress for the world map. I'm not sure I'm sold. I don't know if it's gonna get... Like, the fact that it's using my sketch is really unappealing to me, but I guess if you zone in on certain areas, it looks better. But like, if you pay attention to this, it looks awful, but that's because it's not done yet. I don't know. But like, this area on the west looks better, but yeah. trying to be constructive. It's hard because I didn't slash don't like it. But it's a work in progress, and also I've already spoken to the artist, and I said it's not going well so far. So we're thinking maybe getting someone else to do it, perhaps. It's fine. He's pushed back before. When stuff he doesn't like to do, like portraits or world map, he will say, just get someone else to do it. And it's usually me that's the problem. I'm like, well, you are working on everything else, so it's cheap to get you to do it. It's much more expensive to get someone that isn't involved in the project, because they basically just say, well, I just need money up front, you know? Can't really afford that. But it's such an important piece that it kind of has to be good. Honestly, I like the really old one. What, like just the placeholder? I wonder if that's just because you got used to it. Because that was just like a website. That was a website where you could auto-generate a world, and I just took a screenshot of it just to have a placeholder, basically. I think like a paper style completely top-down map would fit the aesthetic really well. So like, just give me 1 sec. You want people to take me seriously now. Let's see if we can find a good example. Maybe made it look like the player drew it, but like still pixel art. So are you saying basically something more like in this style? I don't know why I'm not getting better results, but I think I know what you mean. I just can't find a good example. Or more in between, like this? Alright, okay, so something more in betweeny. Hey look, Warcraft map, is it? How can you tell? It's so zoomed out. Yeah, maybe I made it too tough on him. I like the Warcraft maps, to be honest. Do you have any examples? That's too cartoony. I guess what I was thinking was that if you made something that was more like what I was going for, it would really showcase just how diverse the world is. Like I guess something like that, but What did I say? Like, you know, something like this, because then it's really cool because you see just how much different, like, how many different biomes there are, you know? Yeah, okay, that's, I mean, he probably could do that. Hey Molly, that would be really cool if it was done right. Come spread the word of Jesus, that's nice. So yeah, anyway, my thinking is, scroll down, oh there's more. Oh nice. Stones actually wanted to see. Oh, this one is more like it, because this one has different biomes. It's got like snowy mountains. It's got kind of like the rusts, grasslands, some kind of desert area. Yeah. It's more a town. Yeah, that's probably the best map of the lot for that would, like, in terms of fitting this or the other one. This shows more like nations, I think, whereas this one shows off different biomes. That's kind of cool. One is local, one's continental. Yeah, okay, I get what you mean. So this one's more zoomed in then. Or no. This one is more zoomed out, it looks like. This one's more local. Okay. Yeah. I see. I'll discuss with the artist, see what he thinks. Because it's not like I don't wanna poop on his work before it's done, but you can kind of extrapolate and see that it's like it's not gonna be as good as it could be. So the east part of the cave. Reminds me of Ferngar. Yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty simple, but I think too simple for what I'm going for. But like, okay, they had to change 2. I like this better, but it's still too cartoony for what I'm going for. What's up in Topland? It's pretty good, Kent. How are you? And hey, Drake. I do think it's important that you keep it pixel art. Yeah, to keep it cohesive. That's the word we're going for. I'm with you. I don't think I'd go for non-pixel art. Consistent is also the right word. It's another word. You need pixel hills and pixel mountains. I knew you were gonna correct him. You absolutely. I'm like, I couldn't, because he corrected himself to the wrong position. I couldn't not. Thanks, Tart. Happy pixel trees. It shouldn't be a drastic change from the art in the rest of the game. It would just look too out of place. Agreed. The winky face was unnecessary. Stop knowing me so well. I hate it. That is not at all. That is not at all the response I wanted there. You know what? I'm just gonna top up my glass now because of you, Tart. Is it released yet? Not yet. Every time you do this off stream, I imagine you're like this. Why am I wheezing? Tart plans to be a permanent part of the team. Well, he's surely fitting in. It's not a good thing. What am I doing there? Is that a Ubisoft guy? I don't get it. Are they in trouble about something? So we're missing one thing, and that is that the tile set is going to be out of date, I believe, because of the light. Yeah. And the gift there's loading background. Oh, I didn't see that. Somewhere here. So something's busted. Don't have the music? I thought I added that already. Maybe not. Yeah, it should be it. Is it caves? Is that the problem? Let's try that then. That's the wrong side of the rusts. Okay, Tar. Oh, give me a sec. Oh yeah, the cave music works. Right, one cave down, one to go. Where is the other one situated? Something in the grasslands, like mountain path? Yep. Okay. I'm gonna correct the tile sheets. So search and replace T1 with T15. You've renamed it to what we need it to be. Add a door. There is only one location, so that's pretty easy. Why are you doing this, Kent? I was like, is anything there changed? The fact that it's so yellow freaks me out as well. 100%, I just called my dermatologist and rescheduled the appointment so I wouldn't have to go outside. Is that, are you not wanting to go outside because of your skin? So we're in trouble. If only they did nighttime appointments. New TV show, The Night Doctor. I don't hate it. Bit of that. I mostly don't want to go outside and take the train. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose that also makes sense. There was a show called Night Court? Alright, I'm feeling that. Isn't dermatologist so creepy? Because like ologist is just like studier of, like someone's an Egyptologist, they study Egypt. Dermatologist is like, yeah, I'm like study skin a lot. I don't know, seems creepy. Oh, how's the stream delay, by the way? I think I set it to low latency. Puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again, exactly. I sent this message 27 minutes ago. Yeah, that's cool. That's faster than usual. They treat but they don't really study it. Well, you kind of have to, right? You have to study something to treat it. Etymology. I sent this message 27 minutes from now in the future. Oh my god, it's worse. It's flaying? I hate that. A branch of learning. So Logia is just a branch of learning. Flaying. Anyone else plan on buying the new Pokemon game like usual and then be disappointed like usual? Not me, but I guess some people will. Hey Nettle. No, I don't know the Rune Factory games for Switch. I love that command. It is still here. It's here forever. Right, let's see. Did I don't think I actually exported this. I need to do that as well before we proceed anywhere. How's it going? It's going well. How are you? I saw your new stream overlay on Twitter. It looks really cool. I assume that's the closest mountain path. So that'll be the core. So we need to jump down one and then try here. I think it's here. Yeah, this is it. Nice. Came to a decision about world map? Not yet. The guy's still working on his version. And we're debating what the best style would be as well. So Watery Tart sent some ideas. He said something more stylistic like this might be better, rather than trying the more realistic style I was going for. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the guy gets on with his attempt. World of Warcraft map? Yeah. So Water Recharge just used it as a suggestion of a good one, basically. Let me know. I shall. I shall do. Once the cave map's done, it means I can delete them from the to-do list. Oh, he's been updating some maps and stuff that I don't really need him to. Oh yeah, he's been making these. I mean, these are cool maps, but we don't really need them at the moment. They're actually really nice. It's just too much. So how's the progress going? Still on track for your desired deadline? Yeah, more or less. It fluctuates. Some weeks I overperform and slice down the time left, and then some weeks I kind of get stuck. So all in all, it's kind of evening out to being right about on track. How many hours a day do you work on the game? Well, there's obviously the stream, which is usually 2 hours at least. Let's see how long I last today, given my hangover status. What are we at now? 53 minutes. I'm about to hit the thinking part of the stream and I don't like it. And then probably about as much again like off stream. So say 4, 5, 6 hours a day maybe. It's not bad given how much work I would do if I was in an office environment. It'd probably be less than that. So if we hover over a node, snort some coke. Don't think that would help. Never done drugs, I don't know why I suggested that. Well, maybe if you've never done it, then it's probably it makes sense to try something new if things aren't working, you know? Maybe drugs are the answer. You heard it here first, kids. Man, I'm not doing 16 is not enough. I know, I get that feeling sometimes. Office environment, yep. That one, I agree. I initially read that as some snort coke and couldn't work out how it fit into the conversation. I made an orchestral track this morning. That's awesome. What for? Or was it just like practice? Wouldst thou like to hear it? Yeah, I would. Just randomly for no reason, I see. Local any highlighted is false. Wobble for highlight. Do wobble. That's not what we wanted. Local something, local function. Okay, one sec. Composes the whole track. Here it is. You used to watch Peep Show, didn't you? Watery Tart. The scene where Jez and Superhands make no, thank you. Jesus Christ. When Jez and Superhands make Sophie's cousin make them a music track, and they're like, it's like 5 minutes for 3 minutes of music. That's like 1.5 minutes per minute of music. I don't know, something like that. Their delivery was slightly better than mine, although mine was pretty good. Okay. Is this hella quiet? It is hella quiet. Is that better? Ooh. That was nice. I really enjoyed that. Did you make that after the hoverboard comment? No. I made this last week, I think. You're still in your little tank. My head is. Tank is the best. I'm really happy with it. Okay, animate. Okay, I still decided to go for it. I'm sure you could make something really cool. Animate scale should be double, something like that. I think that's delay. But I'm just a voice. Can't put that in a tank. Wow, it went philosophical. That is true. Is there? Do they have any? I don't know of any plugins that are like equalize. No, are they called equalizers? You know, the ones where you can see the audio. Maybe you could do something with that. Okay, that doesn't work. It really doesn't want that. Otherwise, it's cool. Ah, yes, there must be. Actually, that might be a good idea. Overall, just add some more movement. Yeah, exactly. So now it should just what should it do? It should go back. If we no, it shouldn't go back, but we should be able to hover over it. Nice. Welcome back, Tart. What are you having? Birdies. Nice. Can a node be a key? I don't know if I told this before, but let's redo the logo at some point, by the way. Yeah, you're not happy with it? I think it's pretty cool. Let me... Well, you're free whenever. Wobbly Trout. Welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Everybody check out Wobbly Trout. Hey, Mr. Trout, how you doing? How's your stream? Stream was good. That's cool. How's things going? They're going good. I'm a bit dozy today because I went to see some kittens yesterday, and they gave me some pretty bad allergies. So I overdosed on antihistamines, and I'm still recovering from it. I feel like how's plumping this going? It's going well. We're on track, but a lot of work left. But we're getting there. See, I don't know. Highlighted nodes is there. Has anyone watched The Mighty Boosh? I haven't. See, I don't know if this is gonna work. If self-highlighted nodes is not true. I just don't think this is gonna work. I think we're trying to index an empty table. Wobbly Trout, I've seen that name before. Then never mind, because that joke is gonna fall flat. Alright. Oh wait, no, it did work. That's cool. You are prolific, treading your way everywhere, even. My words fail me. This kitten poison. They were nice kittens though. It was probably worth it, once I recover. So, we wobble the thing. But it's otherwise. Yeah, it's otherwise. Else, if. Else. Let's do if. We'll unwobble. And also, well, so we don't have to unwobble yet. It should just repeat the animation, I think, which will be enough for us to know that it's at least working. Unwobble. I don't think that's the way it should look. I don't think so at all. Alright, this is confusing. Abion, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. That follow alert though, thank you. It's new for me too. Yeah, I've had some fun making new alerts and stuff recently. I think getting a bit of an ego going. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me just do it with I, right? Oh, nice. There you go. So it's just the node thing not working properly. I think the scale up is a bit too much. I think also it shouldn't be out elastic. It should just be easing out cubic. Maybe in-out cubic for maximum smoothness, but let's try it like this first. That actually looks worse. Oh, bless me. Bless thy nostrils, thank you. They need it. Do we need that? No, yeah, we definitely don't need that. That makes it look weird. Of course, of course, of course. Just hoover food down. Chewing takes too long. Not so much a hoover, more like a goose. Just kind of like... That's the way. Like a duck. Okay, wow. I can't laugh without wheezing. Stupid kitties. You telling me that's not what you sound like, Molly? That was a scene from The Simpsons. There was a goose though, it wasn't a duck, was it? I thought it was like a goose. Hey, Copper Beardy. I get a copper-ish beard, or anyway, it's, at least some parts of it go coppery. This is making me very sad. I don't like this because I remembered it being a goose, so that's making me mad. Right, Molly, please. It's too much. Can't have you going like this every day. Like, I'm serious, it's too much. Like, new people coming into the channel and stuff, it's just, I can't. Right, so the wobbles are done. One sec, I gotta put my fork away because I'm a bit... Okay, I've got questions about that when he comes back. Yeah, fork for burgers? There are various goose scenes in The Simpsons, so I don't blame you. I know, but it's like... I actually think that would be better if it was a goose. Because like geese have longer necks, so the food traveling down, like it's more, picture more, but, and also I'm a bit rattled because my memory is wrong. It's kind of distressing. I'm trying to design the menu, so I would be very happy for suggestions if anybody has any. Welcome back, Tart. Right, I had a question. to do with what you said. You're putting a fork away, but you're having burgers. How does that work? Just make it. That's good advice. I had fries too. That doesn't answer it. That doesn't answer it. So what, wait, so what, I'm confused. Which part do you eat with a fork? That's what I'm confused about. Why would I use my hands when I don't have to? God damn it, I'm wheezing. I don't know, man. I guess it's okay. You're gonna hate this. I eat chips with chopsticks. So it's the same thing as fries, you mean, right? Chips, chopsticks. I don't know. That's kind of cool. I'm okay with that. I will say, I don't... Oh, wait, crisps. Pringle can of chopsticks. That is quite talented, actually. How do you not break them? Pringle can is weird because you have to dislocate your thumb, like slipping out of some handcuffs. Dislocate your thumb to get into the Pringle can. Imagine dirty hands after burger, touching the fork. Yeah, that's the problem. Is like when if you get your hands dirty and then you get the fork dirty, then it's like it's just worse. Everything's gone. I don't know. I have really thin wrists. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm being a hypocrite because I will totally eat a lot of stuff with a knife and fork that you shouldn't. Like when you go to a restaurant, like a burger restaurant, the burgers tend to be absolutely huge. So I'll just go to town with a knife and fork. I don't even give a fudge. Pizza, yeah, bring it on, knife and fork. But when someone else does it, nah. I don't know. Makes you eat slower too, less like a goose. So ignore the font when I'm doing this. Honestly, I have a problem with inhaling food, so I'd recommend it. I was on a date once and finished my burger within 30 seconds, and I think that's when I realized I have a problem. So how awkward is that? So first you displayed your great prowess in inhaling the burger, but then you have to just sit there and watch her eat her food, like really slowly / normally, and that's super off-putting, eating in front of someone that you're on a date with. Thing is, I don't look like I'm eating too fast. Okay, fine. But then, so fucking quiet and tidy when I do it. That's terrifying. I don't get the same pleasure with a knife and fork, especially with a burger. That's interesting. I see what you mean. I can see it. I think I would just get stressed because I don't like it when like things are falling out and stuff. It stresses me out. She just looked down, went to speak, and realized there was nothing on the plate. Oh, can I try some of your food? It looked really nice. Nope, it's gone. Holy shit! Did you drop your food? You were just trying to prime her for the rest of the night's entertainment. Yeah, it's worse because you just make the other person feel like they need to hurry up, so I really need to stop. And what do you mean? No, nothing you're interested in. So I don't know if we need any kind of background whatsoever. Should it just be like text and buttons on a background without anything? Or is it better with a thing? Get rid of it. Get rid of it, shite. Would I need to increase the blur then? Or like, I'd probably have like drop shadows or glow or something on the text to make it stand out more. Right, Tart likes it. So I just need to figure out how to make the text really readable, because you can't have it not be. Add some drop shadows to the text, yeah. See, I'm sketching this out in Flash, so it'll be different in default. An outline is always nice. So in Flash, I usually just do a blur. No, a glow. A glow. Backseat the shit. Hell yeah. I welcome it. So when you say silver, that like a gray, basically. C0. And so the button's nice, okay. Everything's just frozen right now. I think Flash doesn't handle blurring very well, so I've blurred that background image and it's going nuts about it. I think that's it. Otherwise, I don't know. Excuse me. Hello? Hello? Yeah, everything's frozen. Yeah, super frozen. Right, I'm gonna take a break then. Hopefully it'll unfreeze by the time I'm back. I can't even access my Streamlabs, so I'm just going to give you a little chair stream. Enjoy. GIMP's a free program that can be used to draw and edit photos. I know I've got GIMP, I'm just not as comfortable in it as Flash. I've got Inkscape as well. Medibang Pro, never even heard of it. Tried using GIMP like a year and a half ago, it was so inconvenient for me. Painter was cheap on Humble Bundle. I see a dark mode and I'm like, how you doing? Alright, let's see if things are unfrozen. I don't think they are. Right, I'm gonna try and crash out of... See, flash works. I'll shut it. Oh man, how did you fix this again? So like my mouse isn't clicking, so I'm gonna try. Alright, I think we're back. Okay. So I tried to unplug the mouse, but then I unplugged the mic, plugged the mic back in, but in order to get the mic working again, I needed to just click it to disable and enable it. So I kind of backed myself into a little corner there. So yeah. 5-minute fart. So yeah, that went well. Very productive couple of minutes there. But we're back. If you had a 5-minute fart, I bet it would feel like you lost a couple pounds at least. The relief would be pretty spectacular, I think. So that's silver by hex standards anyway. Hold my hand, I'm shifting to right, to right. So we'll just sketch this out. We'll not do this properly, we'll just something like this. I made that button. Good thing your artist doesn't watch the streams. He can handle some farts. Don't you worry about him. So I don't know. Ignore the font as well, because it's not good. Spacing bothers me. Yeah, I'll change the font. Yeah, the settings isn't aligned or anything. I'm just trying to picture the stuff. Matrix part. Yeah, he hasn't made anything, Drake. He just says that. So I need, there's a couple of things I'm missing there. You need a smiley face, Molly, or it isn't working. Settings, motor retard mix miss. That is true. When should I have controls in, and what, how, and why, and where? This bothers me. Where's the quit button, you silly goose? Yeah, I just couldn't not do it, basically. I had to align it a bit. Right, so there's a couple of things, yeah. So I need to quit. Made the art and so did my wife, nice. I could recommend one thing is to actually show a picture of the controller with the actions labeled on the buttons. Right, well, I mean, that's even a thing. Is that the controller support is partial. That's why I've listed it as Steam. It's like, it works with the controller, but it's not going to be good. I was legit going to implement this today. I'll never look at those though, I'm too impatient. Yeah, I expect most people would be. So, okay, what I'm saying is, I'm going to say commit to controller support or effing. I'm with you, Tart. At this point, I've done so much work with it that I kind of have to continue half-assing it, but next time I'm going to either do it well or not at all, because it's a friggin' pain. And it's not even that much of a pain. That's the thing. With default anyway, it's been great. But I'm just like, there's so much extra work and I hate it. So yeah, I don't know if you saw this, Tart, but I added this last stream. So you can quit the game now. Started it and I realized I needed to make an input class that detected what the last key press was and what type of controller it belonged to and got all the key codes from each type. What a pain. Yeah, it sucks. Even a pick of the keyboard with only used keys filled in. Yeah, you're right, Krupp. That's a good idea. I probably will do that. I was reacted specifically to the controller. But anyway, yeah, so that works, which is great. But yeah, so a couple of things here. Presumably, you need to be able to access controller or controls in-game. So would that be from settings then? But then this looks nice now. I'd have to change this. Just hate it when you load up a game you used to play and stare at a table of control bindings, yeah. I don't think I'm going to offer customized input in Flap though. Then you have to use an input class that you can check whether like commands are pressed, for example jump, pause, confirm, that get those from the keyquit class. Honestly, I don't like the settings layout. So you're saying we wouldn't lose anything if we messed with it? But yeah, so we need to put settings in the game, not settings, controls in the game. We need to have controls in the menu. Think you could benefit from a tab in the settings menu? Yeah, it's too much maybe. I don't even think we can do quit here, we need to do something else. In which case, it would be, controls would be in the settings. I like how it looks. I think there are few enough controls you don't need to tab it out. Let's Just like 2 buttons at the top of the settings menu, like sound game controls. How mad are people going to be about not having customizable controls? Okay, so the average between Krub and Tart? Explain yourself, Tart. Hear me out, non-QWERTY keyboards. Jolt Jab. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, we're just having some UI discussions. You come right at the best time for this. Woodish, hello. Leave my lunch money alone. Hear me out, non-QWERTY keyboards, they're very common in other parts of Europe. Okay. Counterpoint. I don't currently know there's not many things the keyboard is used for currently. Yeah, we're doing UI stuff, and currently we're talking about controls. I was naively hoping I could get away with not needing to do customizable controls. Tart is telling me I'm wrong. Movement input commands. So movement currently is either WASD or left mouse. Is that not pretty standard? You could hypothetically just add a button that checks between QWERTY and the other kind rather than full keybinds. Basically, I think actually it's a bit. It might be a bit painful, but you can play the game entirely using just your mouse. I'm pretty sure. I feel like the dev should be designing the controls best to work with the game, like Dying Light had jump on R1, I love that because it was your primary action. Non-QWERTY keyboards are an abomination, agreed. Are they common around you, Woodish? I've never seen a non-QWERTY keyboard in person before. I've seen a Swedish one. I've seen a couple of them, I'm sure, but yeah. I was talking to XRA about this, and he said he gets a lot of messages for asking for non-QWERTY support. Could you provide an INI file for those dirty heathens? Right, let me look. Maybe... What do Japanese keyboards look like? I don't even know. I doubt many Dutch people have ever touched a non-QWERTY in their life. I genuinely don't know. I'm sure they must they not just be normal, and then yeah, usually in English, and then they must have some kind of tool. Let me go shrooming. FYI, the game won't be in multiple languages. You mean mine? Yeah, that's right. For now, there's no localization. But that said, people, as long as they understand English well enough to play it, are of course welcome to play it. Right, let's check this. Wait, are you driving a tank? Yes. Yes, I am. Amazing. Why, thank you. I've seen a lot of Korean/Japanese programmers that program in English too. It's pretty common. Right, Molly, see you later. Alright, let's check this out. QR code, nope, nope. Dialogues, nope. Dirty Larry, nope. Slasher, nope. Gyro, nope. Quick button. Default input. Lua modules and scripts to simplify input-related operations such as gestures detection, user configurable key bindings, input state handling, and dragging, clicking game objects. Okay. Japanese keyboards are normal QWERTY keyboards that just have some additional functions for certain keys. That's cool. Right, who made this? Oh, Britzel, he's great. Can we just check out what this, how does this work then? Mapper. Use the mapper module to map action IDs to in-game action. This makes it very easy to allow the user to rebind keys or gamepad button or to assign different sets of input for the same actions in a multiplayer game. Okay. In order to allow players to bind in-game actions to any key or gamepad button, it is recommended to use a .input bindings file where each input is bound to an action. All .input bindings does this, and it's recommended to use this file together with the mapper module. The triggers in all .input bindings exist as constants in triggers.lua. Bind actions to in-game actions. Use the mapper to define how incoming actions should translate to in-game actions. So the action class we get, the associated key goes from the key binding class. I get the theory, yeah. I'm just concerned about, because my system is a bit non-standard in terms of default. So I'm wondering, I would assume that this is very standard default and I would have to rework my system, and I don't even want to know where this would cause trouble. I guess I could layer my shitty system on top of this somehow. Probably, yeah. Channel the lasagna code method. Yeah, I'm worried. This is something you'd want to implement from the beginning. Sounds like hell to do so now. It sounds... well, like Tart saying, it should be relatively painless. I think it is going to be between simple and hell, somewhere. So basically, what you have... So you have the key bindings, and then you bind them into action. So realistically, what I would have to do is just find all the references in my game to these things and replace them with the binding terms instead of whatever the straight up input terms are. So, using the mapper script, attach the mapper.script to the same game object as the one that handles player input logic. The script will listen for user input and remap the incoming actions to in-game actions, matching the one specified when setting up the bindings. You can use regex to find /strip all the terms need to change. I usually use Notepad++ to search across multiple files, although VS Code I can do the same thing as well. So it exposes two script properties, acquire input focus, which is a thing I don't use. That's like, this is the way you should be doing it in default. I'll admit to not knowing why, but I just circumvent it by using global variables instead. Assign a player ID matching the one used when the input bindings are created, default 1. So I'm going to never have to worry about that because there's just the one player. Then a gamepad index. Assign a gamepad index matching the one used when the input bindings were created. When valid input is received, the script will post an on-input message to the game object it is attached to. Player logic script should listen for this message and act accordingly. Yeah, so here is where I would put in what I currently do. So actually, it probably wouldn't be that bad a rewrite. I think. It might get weird if people do weird stuff with their mapping, but I'm not sure. The map.lua module can be used directly in any script dealing with user/player input. This doesn't really... Oh, here you go, binding, okay. How do you... So this hard binds it by whoever does it, but I guess... we want the player to be doing that. I guess what you would do is you just see whatever the next thing is that comes in, that will be it. Although we'd have to like ignore mouse movement because mouse movement would otherwise trigger it, I think. UI is honestly going to be the biggest, but yeah, that's what I'm dreading currently. Scaling between your mouse and the analog stick. Yeah, you're right, Krupp. Yeah, that is a pain as well, actually. Because I currently manage that myself. Just did this all a couple of months ago. Oh yeah, that's really putting me off now, actually. I had to do a lot of work to make the analog stick feel good as a makeshift mouse. It was like a big problem. Analog sticks or analogs, did you do a range from 0 to 1? Yeah, so I remember I manipulated that number because it didn't feel good. See, I don't know, man. That's really tough now. I could... What if the remappable input only applies to keyboards and mouse then? So the controllers are fixed. I've always found UI stuff tough, yeah. That would be ideal. Well, obviously not ideal, but is it good enough? Because ideal would be you can remap your controller as well. State. This is state module. Keep track of the current state of action, such as a key. Okay. The idea of the controls is to just get in the player's way the least. There are always going to be gamers that complain and want things their own way. Yeah, you're right. And I guess people that are really picky, they'll have things like, alright Joel Jab, see you later, thank you very much for the raid. Don't think I have a command for you yet. Oh no, I do. Also, here's a couple extra bits. Thank you very much for the bits. No worries. Thank you for rating me. See you later. Forgot to end stream. There goes average viewer stat down the drain. Oh no, Fletcher. That's brutal. Okay, so let's leave that for now then. What is that font that we're using? So Cat hates this font. So we need to change it, probably. But I just want to use the same one for now because it's confusing otherwise. I think I need to restart Flash to access it. Okay. At least that looks consistent for now. Why is that mixed? It should be mixed. Oh, the buttons are here. Actually, I don't really hate the font so much. I think she hates that it's... God, it's... I think she doesn't like the fact that it's like crisp white and doesn't have any outline or anything like that. That probably is the reason she hates it so much. Turns out someone set a production job to email me on failure, so I changed the address to do not reply at company.com. That's nice of them to inform you, right? Could you try a warmer color? What's warmer? Is that more red? Gold, copper. You should be able to search. These look pretty nice. Yeah. Let me edit the friggin' text. What is your major malfunction? Right, first of all, you don't belong in this layer. That's what's been bugging me. You belong down here. Secondly, why can't I edit the friggin' color? There you go. And now, of course, the Clipboard is clear, that's why. It kind of matches the logo now. Do kids born after the noughties play The Floor is Lava, or do they just play Minecraft? I'm sure I've heard contemporary references to The Floor is Lava. Hey Zengris, how you doing? Hi Pete, congratulations. I'm proud of you. Is that better, this color? It's kind of nice and it goes with the logo, I think. Here's something I need help on as well. Tart's not happy, that's okay. I think I like it. I tried to search for copper over in Cooler. Maybe make the ones not selected darker, like that. So say we're going for credits. That's sexy. Okay, second point. I need a button for just flogging myself out. Basically a button for basically getting people to follow my Twitch, Discord, Twitter, all kinds of stuff. What would you call that? Sorry, this is missing. No. Help? That's like, help's not right because it's help for the player usually, not me. I mean, I need help, yes, but do you ever feed that head in the bottle? It's fed by follows and tips and donations and bits and all kinds of stuff, so yes. I think Jolt Jab just gave it some ice cream. Online, just call it online. You don't think that sounds multiplayer-y? Widget, call to arms. Call to arms is kind of cool. Maybe too distant from the purpose. Yeah, I just like imagine that people think like, oh, it's a multiplayer mode. You could just have icons on the screen as opposed to a separate screen. I did think of that, but I was worried about it being messy. I would be pretty annoyed if the dev cluttered up what I was hoping to be like a nice moody screen with friggin' logos. At least it means what people know what they're clicking. So like a small Twitter icon and small Twitch icon in the bottom left corner or something. I am concerned that the artist will want his Twitter. How old is Flash Studio? I don't know, man. Like over 10 years, I'm sure. It's very old. So I would have like, so Discord, Twitch, Twitter for 8-Bit Skull, Twitter artist. Like, I mean, I could just say we can only do the 8-Bit Skull Twitter, but then this is my personal Twitch, so I don't know if that's fair. You know? Honestly, I think you should just put the website on the bottom as a footer. Or like a different looking button. I don't know. Have a world icon as the website link and then have the socials on the website. I like the social button, to be honest. I just feel like, I don't know. I want to, world icon seems like a good idea. I'm concerned about linking people. I guess it is nicer to link to the website because it's still very much in the realm of the game. It might be a bit jarring to link you out to Twitter from the game. It might be a bit weird, but I want to capture as much people as possible onto my Twitch page and onto Discord. I'm thinking that quite a lot of people will get the game from Steam that aren't aware of my Twitch or the Discord or anything like that. I just want to make sure I don't lose any willing people. I don't want to cram it down people's faces that aren't interested. So that's why I'm concerned about keeping it clean. But I want to maximize the conversion as well. What about like follow? Would follow be better? Most who buy games don't watch games streamers, to be honest. That's fine. I'm aware of that. I know it will be a certain percentage. Focus on sending all traffic to a single place. It could be the Steam page or your website mailing list or Twitter if you're lazy. So it'd be like beautiful, beautiful and immersive. Would it be top branch for like the Twitter and the Discord? Development button that opens up a menu with a bunch of links. Yes, like either to follow or development. Website, I would expect to open automatically into a website, so I don't think that would be good. Development might be good. Or follow, I don't know. I don't know. Follow sounds more like... Sounds very, very social as development. Yeah, I don't know. Hard. Dev socials are just socials. See, I might run into branding problems as well because they have to be done in a specific way. I'm pretty sure. Bio would be something like this. I don't think this is allowed either. I think there's a specific way you have to do this. 100% back, Discord bot fixed. I hate MySQL and MariaDB and Pastel for not using the same SQL on both local and production. I feel you. I mean, then we could do Twitter without the logos, but then that's not good because then we're back to the I'm hogging all the credit. What are we doing now? Social links? Yeah, I'm just experimenting with how we could manage a kind of social or something page in the menu. I don't know. What about road signs? Last thing I'll say on it, I think a button that leads you to a menu with different clickable links would be the least invasive way to do it. When you say a menu with different clickable links, are you talking about a button that triggers a website page? Is that what you're saying? Buildings, I see. I want to keep it pretty simple though. That could be unavailable, like grayed out. So a button from the main menu would open a background, not unlike the settings menu, with different links that when clicked would open a website. I'll have to make a poll about this. That sounds like a CAPTCHA. I don't want that. So we want an option in the main menu that brings up our social media, e.g. Twitter, Discord, Twitch. What should we call this option? So we said socials, follow, development, about. What else did we have? Online. Why do you want to link to social media to people that have already converted, or is this for them? To keep them for the next one, basically. Website. Oh yeah, thanks. Or do what Starter does and have a small question mark button that brings up dialogue with the links and info. Yeah. Maybe. I like the color of the text, and I like having the unselected one be this color, and then the unavailable one being like that color. That's pretty cool. I feel it. So Tart says something more like settings menu, which isn't this. $13.80, so $6.90. What did Stardew Valley do again? So that's a little bit of credits. And then like links. Just voted. Thanks, Fletcher. Something like what Drake Spartan posted was what I was imagining. And I'm just trying to think, how do I deal with the fact that like the Discord is easy enough, and then we've got so Discord, Twitter, next to Twitch. The problem being, like, I don't want to call this, what is it called? Top Reg's top game dev channel? Something like that. It's ridiculous. But the problem is, if we've got both the Twitters in, I have to name what you're clicking. Because I can't just have two Twitters. I don't even know what Carlos' Twitter is. Like, I'm not proposing this as a layout, I'm just like, that's the information. It's not crucial at the moment, it's just something to think about. What happened to my default? There we go. I know that fonts have been developed a bit since I made all these menus. So it could be that this is stronger now, but I'm not sure. So you've got the color with an alpha. Just wondered for a second, has the artist heard the music? Just curious. I've sent him some tracks. He doesn't express much interest. I suspect what he's doing is he's decided he's so removed from the development process that he wants to experience it cleanly. So like I've been badgering him for ideas and stuff, but he hasn't really gotten involved. I think he wants to play the game. So it's gonna be weird that he's like drawn it all and he's like, oh, so this is where this happens, kind of thing. I don't know. It's fine. Would have been nice to have some more help, but it's okay. Good thing you have me, Golden Boy, over here. Oh, did that crash default? No, it didn't. We good. It definitely needs, even though the color is good, it does need like a thing. Outline? But see, it doesn't do it. I don't understand. Oops. I'm not here and I didn't write this. Good to know. Who's where? I don't know. Yeah, it definitely needs an outline. Now that I'm seeing the actual main menu, I'm like, the theme needs to be really calming. Yeah, if I use... Well, I'm not sure. We could use something other than the grasslands. But I thought like having the capital as the background for the menu would be pretty stressful maybe. It's too dark. So I kind of fancied having just the grasslands. You could just flick between a bunch of them panning. Very cozy. Yeah, I was thinking of just spinning the grasslands one, but I guess I could slowly flick between different ones. Black might be not great. It's weird that it flicks out like that. Ooh, that might be not great. I think it'd almost be sick if we just had like a video that basically pans between cozy landscapes, then when the music changes it plays some clips of the player fighting mobs. Something that would be so cool. For the menu, or for like a kind of trailer. for the main menu. Okay. That is not legible enough. Need to use a darker one, I think. Like that one. Maybe make it less fat in the outline. I'm intrigued, Hart. I'm intrigued. I don't know how well default does with videos. That would probably necessitate a video. I know it was a problem before. There might be some extension that does it now, but because like just panning a still image is easier. I'm kind of feeling that text stuff. What are we missing? Money? So confusing when it does that every time. Maybe everything doesn't need to be the same color, but I'm just wanting to test it out, how it looks when it's all together. Definitely weird. The HP doesn't look good. And the HP there up top doesn't look good with alpha. Is that because it has some kind of shadow? Even tell if it's... I can't tell if the outline is working at all, to be honest. Is it too slim? Do my selections not have it? Outline, outline alpha. No, that does look like it works. Yeah, that's probably better. That's weird. I thought that took... It does look like the... It does look like the text, the outline was working, but I guess not the... Am I setting them to white? Party! Also, howdy. Thank you very much for the bits. I need help pronouncing your name. I remember you from before, but I forgot how to say your name. But yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I'm just gonna double check you're already on the supporters list. Because that was a big old support if I ever did see one. Rio is fine? Is that okay? Did I say that right? I don't think you're on the list, so let's at you. Sweet, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks for the bits. How are you doing? It's been a while. Submit and save. I'm alright, work has kept me busy. Yep, that's good. At least, I mean, it can be bad. It's contextual. Settings GUI script. I guess that means you haven't really been working on your game. Okay, this is annoying. On and off. That's fair. I think that should work. I'm just guessing, but it would be an X, and Y, and X, Y, Z. Basically the same, except that should go to 0. Let's try it. We got it. Well, no, we don't got it. It's broken the animation. At least it looks. So did we get an error? Yeah. Illegal operation. Ooh-wee. Sounds dangerous. Okay, didn't realize that would be illegal. Get color. So what's wrong there? Get color. What is? Oh, of course, yeah, that's not gonna work. Gosh darn it! How silly of me. Visual Studio's even trying to tip me off. Why have you jumped over to the right? Everything is just going crazy. Hi, what's the software you're using? Hey, and welcome. Using a bunch of different things, mainly default. No problem. Set it to 0, and then here set it to 1, and then we're just gonna update the actual fonts here. I'm just starting programmation, so I'm a bit of a noob. Is that your job? It is technically my job, but I'm not really making much money yet because I haven't finished the game. But right now, yes, this is all I'm doing. Hey, Quackman. Since how many time are you doing this game? 2 years. Hey, Advarsky. Welcome. That doesn't have that. Okay, that's a dialogue. Font, something else. You also did graphic part? No, I'm working with someone that's doing that. Okay. What do we have? We've got screen shake and scale. So it's kind of like strange default you're using. Why not Unity? Unity seemed a bit too much for what I wanted to do. There's a lot to learn. I've never used it before, so I like the look of default, so I went for it. On est l'accro. think that sounds French. Thank you very much for the follow. Default seems a bit more easy for 2D then. It was easy for me. I know Unity can definitely do 2D stuff. There's no problem there. I just wanted to yeah, use something similar. Or something simpler. Wait, Tobar, did you know Lua before picking default? Did you learn it as a result? I learned it as a result of picking default. That was part of my decision, was I like the look of Lua. Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Sorry, that was more like 200 seconds, wasn't it? I'm glad you guys got mad in my absence. Basically, this would be video. I want my money back. And I want him to go to prison. I don't know. Something like that, basically, for the settings menu. Man, these changes are gonna add like another week or two to development time, unfortunately. I think. What if I told you I'm making a main theme? That would go some way to repairing the hurt you've caused by forcing me to make changes to my settings menu and do mappable keys. Why are you separating it like that? It seems a bit excessive to have the video and audio separated for 3 options each. Because I got yelled at. For having it next to each other. I do need a tab system anyway because of the controls. So don't really have much of a choice anyway, and if that's the case I may as well do that rather than have this clunky dual column thing. Trying to see, can I not full screen it on the left? That's weird. Yeah, it should be over here. Okay, that's better. Righto, just looks weird to have this big window for 3 options. Yeah. I mean, I could smush them together a bit because there's just a large amount of empty space in between them, but it's really unusual for a main menu theme. I actually like it. That's cool. Do you not usually like main menu themes? But yeah, I understand what you mean, Drake. I also agree with people that say this looks a bit cluttered. Can we do this, or will it look terrible? I think we need to set the outline color as well to do this. Do we not? Like, that would ruin it, but I just want it to be clear enough so we can see it. I guess maybe wherever we set it, we haven't set an outline. Oh no, yeah, there it is. I can see it actually. So Three's too much. Is 2 visible? If not, because 1 wasn't. If not, it doesn't matter then. Yeah, 1 is visible. Why are there no checkpoints here? No checkpoint here either. What is going on? There's one here though. What was I looking at? Right, so if I do this, then I need to... So this wouldn't work if you didn't have slots. I'm gonna label this main. Main new. Main load. Credits. We'll call this socials for now. Settings, video. Settings audio, and then call this controls. So I don't know if we do. This would only work if we're doing non-bindable. So we'd need another kind of thing for bindable. I don't think it was the same people that made these, but they kind of look like they're supposed to be together. Anyway. Yeah, I don't even know why I bother with that. It's not really relevant. Are you making the game in Flash? No, I'm just sketching it out. I use Flash for sketching stuff. So I can move. I'm sure we had a keyboard controls things. Wild Genie, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. World map. Quest. That's not gonna work there. Was it 1 through 8, I think? Yeah. It's a lot of things. Don't know how I'm going to fit this. That's pretty terrifying. Might need to stretch the settings menu for this and like put it in 3 columns or something. Not sure. Let's go shrooming for a bit. Okay, so I think maybe I should just kind of pull, what do you call it? Pull the plaster off? Is that a thing, or is that a Swedish thing? Just thinking about the keyboard mapping stuff. That's it's gonna be a pain, but maybe I should just do it while I've got the energy. Although I probably do need to design the GUI for it first, so maybe I should just work on the start menu and kind of go from there. So I do have some start menu designing left to do because I need to figure out the way the slots are going to work. So that's going to be a separate frame as well, I think. seem to be having some connectivity issues. It's not great. Fine. Okay. Hello, Aubrey. It's been a while. Everything's falling apart over here. I can't actually get anything to work. Should run over it with my tank. I was here. Tart is uploading. You're just a boring bum. Thank you. It's kind of me. I am excited to hear the main menu theme. That's gonna be cool. But with that said, it is time for me to pull the plug on myself. Let myself circle down the drain and be flushed down into the ether. So thank you to everybody for the support. Fletcher, Wobbly Trout, Jolt Jab for the raids, and Rio for the 1,000 bits. That's really awesome. Thank you very much. Top branch, be gone. No, don't be gone me. And yeah, and to everybody else, thank you for hanging out, for watching, for helping me with all the feedback and stuff. That's really appreciated. Thank you for your time. We're gonna raid Penguin Potential, see what he's up to. And I don't know, I might stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. Depends on how I get on with things. I got a little bit of IRL stuff to attend to as well. So we'll see. Either tomorrow or Wednesday. Have a good one and see you later.